Rob, so near yet so far in the end?
Yeah, a bit frustrated. I'm a bit frustrated because ultimately I don't think we played very well, particularly in the first half. I don't think we were really kind of physically aggressive as you need to be when you play, a very good side like Northampton. And I think fair play to them. They came down with with their internationals on the side and a couple of injury issues as well. Christian Day going off early, and they've still in the end come through a tight contest and forced the win at the end. So great credit to them. But as I said, I think the first half, I think we just lacked a bit of being direct and clear in what we wanted to do. And I thought we were a little bit passive and a little bit, you look at the scores we conceded in that first half. We've got a very strong win behind us, and how do we concede? We give away silly penalties that give them field position. When we score, we mess up a restart. We don't deal with it properly the first time. Then we don't clear the breakdown properly. Then we don't deal with a loose ball on the floor, and then we don't defend. And all of a sudden, there's a try out of nothing, and it's frustrating when. We'll look back and again we'll go through 90% of the game and we'll go, oh, most of this is okay. But there's too many of those odd things that are hurting us when we need to be really well focused and we need to be really decisive about what we do. And I've just said to the guys, that we've let one slip through our fingers today, because the way we played in the second half, if we'd have played with anything like that kind of quality in the first half, we would not have been behind. And we wouldn't have conceded the points we did, and that would have given us the platform to then back up with that second half that was pretty good. And we showed at moments, strong carries, good clear-out game, some good continuity. We were the team putting them under pressure. We were winning the penalties because we were playing the harder and faster rugby, and you can see what a different game it was. Well, we've got to enforce that right from the start, and we didn't today. And we've ultimately we haven't lost the game in the last 5 minutes. We've lost it with quite a fair bit of what we did in the first half, I would say.
How do you go about changing that sort of 10% that you're concerned about?
Well, I mean, it's nothing that happens overnight. The truth is, it's probably it's where we are as a team, and it's our battle to get up towards the higher end of the league. Is that you more consistently make the right decisions, and you more consistently bring your A1 game onto the pitch at all times. And as I say, I said to the guys at half time, how many of you have going to put a real big physical highlight into this game now? It's half time. How many of you have put something in there? And I think other than that last 5 minutes of the first half, when we really went after Northampton and looked like going after scoring a try potentially, I wouldn't have said we had too many big carries or good clear outs or hot ball or a real tempo in the game, and that changed after half time. Fantastic, yeah, it did. But we've passed that 40 minutes of try scoring opportunities.
And how do you take it forward to next week now, Bath and then Saracens after?
Oh, I mean, there's nothing magical going to happen. These guys are very good. They'll work very hard in training. And what I've just said is, look, what we do on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You've got to ram home on a Saturday. We didn't quite do that today, but there's an opportunity to do it against Bath next week. We've got a bit of a dragon to slay with Bath. We haven't beaten them yet. It's a big game for us to go after, and we've got to hit that game with real flat-out intensity and get after Bath and play a bit better than we did today. And that's the key. Is not overreact to one performance. I'm not going to suddenly start ranting and raving on Monday, because ultimately one result doesn't overly affect your season if you don't let it. What you have to do is keep dealing with the issues that are there and push forward. But I'm not going to run away from being honest with the players that I thought they were a bit off in the first half.
One of the positives was the first Premiership appearance for Luke Dickey. How did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it went very well. I mean, obviously, I thought Jack actually started to play pretty well during the game. He was one of our guys who was getting us some momentum carries, but obviously he started to cramp. But great to see get Luke in there and get him involved, and he'll come through over a period of time. Like I said, great he was involved today. Ultimately, it would have been nice if he'd have been on there when we'd have forced a win. Okay.